Well, hello, dear user. I'm here. I'm here. I can't believe I'm here, guys. I got my goddamn Hawaiian shirt on, guys. First wear. First wear. Today is the today's the day I get some coffee, get some goddamn work done. Of course, God is so great. Like I come in here, bam, just what I need. Like the electricity, okay, and then coffee, and Wi-Fi, courtesy of Tim's. So we're here at basically, it's more or less Middlefield and Steels. You can't miss these guys, eh? So it's like one of the rare places in town, fascists, if that's what you are, dear user. Yo, you're not going to find fascists in here or fascism. So I came here yesterday and I'm just rambling, getting baked, working, singing, just like shouting at children, telling them to stop misbehaving and drinking too much coffee. The usual garbage, like total nonsense for the average person. Oh, come on. You don't want to go on YouTube? Can I get a coffee at least? Yo, you want to go on Twitter? I'm a marketer, bro. I'll make you famous. Don't be silly about it. I just want some coffee like the rest of you. Bro, you're waving and stuff. Just remember, everything you do is like your brand. Everything that you do is your brand. Like, you talk, you don't talk. It's all your brand. This is what it's like. Like they're so busy because the coffee's so good. Like my wife and I have this thing, right, dear user, this thing. Pew, pew, pew. So it's like I don't know if it's my wife, but it's like a known thing, eh? I'm trying to train myself to look at the camera. The Chromebook, these guys nailed it as usual. They've got a little silver circle around the lens. I believe IMHO, I'm a hole, just like you. In my humble opinion, this thing around the lens is to direct your attention towards it because it's very important as a YouTuber, guys, as a wannabe YouTuber. You gotta make eye contact with people. Not like the old days. It's not like the old days when they used to. It's not like the old days. It's not like the old days when they used to. I don't know why they don't do that. Like it's retarded. Like that's what it is. You don't need to come. You guys are so great. But like I understand now. I used to work at a night store 20 years ago. Like people love us. Night store. When you go like some guys. As they work, you're like shit. I'm gonna go to Max and in your mind, you want to go hang out. So shit, and you're like, that's what we do. All right, so there we go. Right, so goddamn cards working. Never know. Like with these banksters, it's like the worst. Guys, check this out. I'm very proud of this, and I don't mind showing you. I am a digital marketer, guys. I am a failed marketing consultant equals digital marketing consultant. I'm also a proud forklift operator. Guys, I figured this thing out, and I figured this fucking thing out good. It's like this. You, d- guys, you do not want what you want. Okay, that's like this title. You do not want what you want. Okay, let's. Of course, it's a mind fuck. Now, I'll refer you to King Nothing, the song by Metallica on the Black Album. He's like, careful what you want, you may regret it. And he's like, careful what you wish, you just might get it. This guy, James Hetfield, I mean, among other things, he's a classic songwriter, rather lyricist. I mean, songs, who knows who writes those things? Right, Kirk Hammett, of course, Dave Mustaine in the early days of Metallica wrote some of these songs, and Dave Mustaine is something else. Dave Mustaine, as far as I'm concerned, this is my thing. It's an angle. I don't know what happened, but this is what I say because it's very provocative. Dave Mustaine started Metallica. Okay, the proof for that. I'll be right back. I gotta go get my beautiful Timothy Horton coffee, my friends. So yeah, busy Tim Hortons, and it's always busy. I was saying earlier because like they put something in this goddamn stuff. Eh? That's the thing. That's what they say about it. Like there's drugs in here or something. It's like my wife is from Colombia, right? Judy, tú sabes, right? Colombiana. You can check it out. You can go to my original channel, okay, Zaidi Boy, /Zaidi Boy. So youtube.com /Zaidi Boy. ZAIDIBOY. No one gets this thing. This is my curse. Guys, I tried to come up with something like this to explain it. It's like ZA is A to Z backwards. ID is what you, which is I, takes to the bar. ZAIDI. Anyway, BOY, Zaidi Boy. So youtube.com I'm saying this if you're interested. I'm locked out of that stupid thing. I get nothing out of this. You know this. And that's another little tip. It's like Picasso said that purpose of life is finding your gift, and the meaning of life is giving it away. This is it. This is it. This is like the guy who says, give it away now, give it away now, give it away now. So careful what you want. You do not want what you want. This is it. That's what they are like. It's not even you do not want what you think you want. You do not want what you want. This is a mind fuck. It's like how you can't win. Like you go in knowing you can't win. Like you're fucked. You go in because you're like, I gotta go in here. Like you have to. Like I mean, among other things, why not? Not why, but why not? Right? The prerogative, your prerogative is to do stuff. So the answer is why not? So it's like, yo, why is this guy standing here making up this noise and fuss and all this shit? Guys, you keep pushing this little thing, this boundary, this envelope, this little thing. You push this goddamn thing. You push goddamn buttons. I wanted to talk about this. I'll talk about this. Of course I go in circles. Of course I got loose threads. Of course you've got time. You're listening to this. I appreciate it. Careful what you want. Careful what you wish for. Success is for suckers. Winning is for losers. Freedom. I'm trying to come up with a word. Freedom was my curse, guys. It was my curse. I ended up on the street. I ended up in mental institutions. I ended up in jail. Freedom. Why? Because I didn't have to work. I had all the time on my hand to do whatever the fuck I wanted. And what I ended up wanting. Here's why you do not want what you want. I'll refer you to Jordan Peterson at the University of Toronto. Guys, you do not know what you want. I'm happy to show you this, and I'm proud of it. And yo, I'm that guy who might get picked up by the cops at any point, and they'll be like, "What the fuck were you doing? You're going around town swearing at people, threatening people." Yeah, I do swear at people. I do threaten people, Mr. Officer. And by the way, some fucking kid is getting raped right now. Yeah, somewhere in Canada, or God forbid, like, so of course it's not happening in Canada, but like, officer, there's a rapist around here somewhere, right, in the GTA, some fucking guy, and you're like here talking to me. So I'll explain to these guys. I'll tell them what the deal is, guys. That's who I am and where I'm at in my life. Like the criminal justice system will turn you into a criminal because it needs criminals. They can't listen to all the cases. It's just like a bank can't hand out all the money. They don't have it all. And these guys don't have time for all the cases. They get you to plead to stuff you didn't do. So I tell people to fuck off and they call the cops. And I'm like, fuck this guy. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here. And they'll have cuffs on me and I'll be like, get the fuck out of here. Fuck yourself. And they think I'm mad. I don't know what to tell you. So I get charged with assault in Canada, among other things, mischief, the usual crap. Okay, assault with a weapon, fuck. Like, I was living on the street, right? In Canada, you don't need to touch someone in order to be charged with assault. Let's put that to the side. Success is for suckers, winning is for losers. The problem with this whole fucking thing that you call freedom, you don't know what the fuck it is. It's like, I gotta update this statement. The truth, you can't handle the truth. Like, so the Bible says the truth will set you free. Jack Nicholson updates this, more or less. I mean, of course, you're not going to update the Bible, but it's like an addendum, it's some kind of footnote for modern times. The truth will set you free. First of all, you can't fucking handle this thing. You can't handle what a pissant you are. You can't handle the fact that you're sucking eggs in life, and it's your fault. But me, I'm sucking eggs here. Like, I'm talking a big talk, like John Gotti. But he walked a big fucking walk as well, by the way. Guys, my wife is in Bogota. She's pissed off at me. So as far as I'm concerned, all of this shit, that shit, worse than those little lip biscuit bastards in Moby. You don't even know me, Shinobi, so blow me. Guys, the gay parade is shit. I'm sorry, I love gay people, and I hate gay people. I hate them because of the drugs and the pain they inflict on kids. And I love them because they're so much fucking fun. There's a guy with a Bugs Bunny mask. I have a little clip somewhere, like on Twitter or somewhere. I didn't put it on YouTube. It wasn't long enough, but he was naked. A naked man with a Bugs mask on. I don't think this is appropriate for children. I learned this in Canada. This is not me being a Muslim, and my wife's a Christian, and she reads the Bible todo día, todo la día, en la semana, ahora y ayer y mañana. Like my wife will get up every day, read the Bible for 2 hours. So that's who I am, guys. Like I'm the guy who basically will say, "What the fuck is going on at the CN Tower? There's icicles up on there, and they could fall down and kill someone." And like I'm around there just rambling and doing my stupid shit. And yo, I'll do this shit at City Hall, and in seconds, like minutes, mics, like we used to say in the security world. I used to be a security guard, right? And I took the fucking thing seriously. I did it for 7 years, right? Like no one in town knows what a 1064 is. What's a 1064 officer? That's what I was asking this fucking retard for. So I don't come back. Like a security guard, first of all, will show up. He doesn't have his license number on his uniform, and then he starts talking shit and ruining your day. Like have on his little power trip, making you look bad in front of your girl, or if your nieces are out at the mall. Like I literally seen some guy at Eaton, like a supervisor. I fucking had it with these kinds of people. I took this thing in for a couple minutes. I went in there, straightened them the fuck out. Which is what I they wanted a scene. They were creating a scene. I gave them a fucking scene. Two little girls were in there, like 14, 16, 18. I don't fucking know, right? I really don't know. Like they're like my nieces. Everyone's like my nieces, and I don't even have any fucking clue how old my nieces are. I need to think about it really hard. Like a 9-year-old nowadays is like, yo, Britney Spears, like, and an 18-year-old could be like a 27-year-old. Like, do you know what I mean? Guys, I met some guy yesterday. He's a mover. This is a total fucking side note. Guys, the day has come and the age where you have to be careful about who you have sex with. And you have to be very fucking careful. And even, like, this guy's lawyer, I'd like to call him my boy. Like this guy, I hero worship this guy. I'm texting him. I want to stay in touch. He's a mover, among other things. He's amazing. I want to script his life. I literally want to script his life. I created a piece of art. I put it on like Twitter or something. Like if you look, you might see something that says Guido. The guy said he was Guido or Gonzo or something. He said he had hair, like 80s hair, like with hair gel and hairspray, and it was like spiked. And then he said he has a suit on, like real like rockers, like his shoes and the suit and his Gucci and all this shit. And it's like it sounds like Miami or like some kind of club district. Like this fucking guy is from Portugal to begin with, so don't worry about like where this might have been. It could have been anywhere from here to Lisbon. The point is like it's stories again, like these security guards bothering these poor girls at the mall. They came into the mall. They wanted some cool, freaking like they wanted to escape the heat, right? They wanted to plug in their phone, just like I'm doing right here. I'm a grown up and I can talk back to these quacks. Like if someone comes up here and says like, "Yo, blah blah blah," I don't even want a goddamn coffee or this goddamn muffin. Like I just had breakfast and I had coffee, but this is a place I found, guys, where I can get some work done. Okay, so I refer you to Carlos Castaneda. I'm writing about him right now for my client, Steve Scott. You can look this thing up, bit.ly/Stephen Scott Thriving, all capitalized. Stephen is with a V. Again, thriving. So Ariana Huffington has a book called Thrive. There's one of these guys from the Shark Tank or Shark Den or whatever the fuck that show is. Guys, he's the all I can say is he's the Croatian or the Serbian guy, the Bosnian. Hercegovic, something like this. Like you know who he is if you watch the show. I hope you don't think that that show has anything to do with fucking business nowadays. I refer you to Alex Becker. Like just look up Alex Becker on YouTube and just go to his channel and search on the search bar within his channel for Shark Tank, or just Google Alex Becker Shark Tank, and he tears them a whole. Like, guys, you do not need angel investors. venture capital, bank loans, employees, offices, any fucking thing nowadays, any fucking person, any fucking thing you don't need to do and have in order to start a business. I'll let that sink in. You don't need shit. This thing that you have called the internet, love is all you need. The internet is all you need. Yo, so I used to I used to like ask people like, why do you do drugs, right? When God gave you weed, guys. So love is all you need. Weed is all you need. No, love is all you need. No, the internet is all you need, guys. I'm gonna do this again. I've been doing this on my recent videos. I'm gonna tell you how you can go out and make some money online and potentially become very rich. I've done this thing. It's not my fucking thing. You wake up every day and you get emails from Amazon and eBay, and it says, "Congratulations, you've shipped this order. Now do this thing." Like your customer's waiting, and that's when your problem begins. Like I want to get up. Like I'm still in my morning. Obviously, it's COVID. It's what is this thing? It's a Saturday morning, like Toronto time, guys, and it's not 12. Like I like to be done by 12, so I'm running late. Like I got a couple of notes here. I urge you to write things down every day, 15 minutes, you and a piece of paper. It'll change your life. It'll change your life. Like you got to read. This is a given. If you don't read, your shit. You're not even a human as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, so writing stuff down. Like there's a gangster saying of Prophet Muhammad. I wanted to mention this in a video. Yo, it's gangster. He said ensnare or entrap your knowledge or knowledge by writing it down. It's like some dude with a lasso, and it's like the OK Corral, and there's like there be buffalo on that there freaking plane there, yo. Yo, so you got to write stuff down, and so I've got stuff to do and all kinds of stuff. Like that's what's gonna happen is this thing is gonna turn into like a mishmash of all kinds of stuff. Like so, mosquito spray. Yo, stuff starts happening. This is what I would like to put out there, among other things. I've been trying to train myself for years, dear user, to speak success. This is a thing that people do. They say you need to speak success, you need to speak correctly, like not incorrectly. At the very least, you need to think about what you say. Imam Ali said, a fool speaks first and then thinks about it, and a wise person thinks first and then speaks. Anyway, I ramble, so I'm the worst at it. But you're right, like dollar on my shopping list, and then like to dos. Like these are phone numbers for like, this is Markham now, in Toronto, guys, the suburb of Markham. Uh, I've lived there once briefly for like a month before, so I'm like I'm that guy. I'm excited to be living here in Markham. Technically, like I've lived in Scarborough. I've lived in Brampton. I've lived in Mississauga. Yo, we had a 80-plus-year-old mayor up there, and by the way, she took fucking names and kicked ass. She took fucking names. She was like a legend. She was like almost 90 by the time she retired. Like everybody bowed down to this bitch. Like she was like the real deal. Hazel something. She was the real fucking deal. Like I met one of her guys. Like this is the thing. Like on the GO train, like some guy ended up being like he worked for this lady, and I was like, fuck, it's all true. Anyway, so Scarborough Center, right? So that was my base of operations. I was living all the way out in Etobicoke. I go to Scarborough Center again, just plug in, blah blah blah, this and that. So these girls were in the mall. Security's giving them a hard time, and I just in a second you see what's going on sometimes, right? Right, Detroit, right. Guys, I went in there and I was like, fuck you guys, and I like made a scene. So essentially, I did my job. I took the heat off the girls, right? And after that, they're like, everybody knows that the security guards are idiots. These poor girls are sitting there. Like I am a guy who has lived on the street during COVID. There's nowhere to take a leak. There's nowhere to take a poop. You get up each day and it's like, where do I get my coffee? Where do I get my smoke? Where do I get my fucking weed? Like, what the fuck? Like, do I need to do laundry? Like, this is like it turns into an adventure here in Toronto. Okay, so I'm the guy who used to say, and it's true. I don't see why I shouldn't say these things. My wife is like, yo, you have to stop talking like a street person, and you don't live on the street anymore. And that's like, it's like they say, you can take a Paki out of Pakistan, but you can't take the Pakistan out of the Paki. They say that in Amway as well. like this multi-level marketing business that I learned so much from. I'm not in that anymore. You gotta learn, like the man said, guys. Like there's no, like you're gonna live forever, and then you've got to live like you're gonna die tomorrow. Anyway, rambling and rambling. So now, the stuff that you say happens. This is facts. This is real talk. This is like a mind fuck. As soon as you hear that statement, you should be very careful because you're gonna start doing your usual shit and talking a crap like comes out of your fucking face. It's like, oh, life sucks. Then it sucks, guys. And for example, if you say sorry the whole time, Canuck thing, right? So I'll be stumbling around downtown, and it's like I practically fall on some poor lady, and she's got a pram, and there's a kid running around, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. And then this is the thing, she's so nice. She says, no, 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 that's okay. And I say, no, miss, it's not okay. I gotta tell you, honestly, you Canucks are too fucking nice. You really are too fucking nice. It's a problem. It's a fucking problem. Like, you're too fucking nice. It's a problem now for the country. There's two problems as far as I see it, and I'm the guy, and I'll tell you. First of all, immigrants. Don Cherry's right. I mean, if he's like right leaning and a nationalist, I'll finish off his statement. I'll finish it off. I get into fights over stuff like this, guys. If you walk past a poppy, this poppy, first of all, I don't know what it represents. I don't know the history of it. I know about Flanders Field. I know about Vimy Ridge. I know about Canadians burning down the White House in 1842. This kind of thing. I don't know why the poppy is sacred, per se. It's sacred. Okay, now you don't give a fuck about the next guy or the next person who comes and tramples this thing into the ground. You're fucked in any case, and me, my friend, because we're both going to end up poppy fucking food. Fruit, you understand? You're going to be dirt like fucking fungus. Poppy's still going to be here, motherfucker. In any case, regardless of the outcome of this discussion, my whole thing is like these fucking people. He's right. He never said none of this. He should have retired. I'm not into hockey. Like, by the way, I'm not into hockey at all. Like, I'm not. Okay, I liked the Canucks when I lived in Vancouver. I liked the Flames when I lived in Calgary. These fucking guys, the Maple Leafs are shit. They're unredeemable, and I'm gonna get into a fight just by saying this. It's like, yo, is it autumn yet? And I'll be like, blow leaves. Jays? Fucking Jays. So I'm not into baseball. One of my best friends growing up in Kuwait, Bobby Bhatia. He used to work for HR Canada. Thank God now he does his own thing. Yo, they were paying him 80 grand just to show up, and like he was like it was a total joke just to show up, and like you could just fuck around there, like like forever, interminably. Anyway, I forget what I was saying. I'm rambling. I probably do need to eat some nutrients, guys. You got to go. Follow your heart. Basically, I'm sorry to say something that's cliched and such a platitude. I'm rambling and rambling. Going online and making money is like this. You go to Dollarama. It's very easy. Like I've gone to a point where I usually have something like this thing right here. This is Dollarama. This thing is fucking famous right now. Right now, famous. Like I'll say something is famous when I'm uh, sure that there's a large enough audience out there for people who are like interested in this kind of thing. So I'll show you this log. First of all, I don't need to sell this fucking thing, and neither should you. The thing sells itself. You're just standing there because the other guy's incompetent, right? Like the thing sells itself. Sales is redundant. Marketing takes care of sales. Branding takes care of marketing. Like nobody. You have met a Gucci salesman, or have you seen a Gucci fucking ad? Gucci like sells itself. Like the brand is like fuck. You don't talk about it, right? Like you might rap about it, you might freestyle about it. So now this law. Here's the innovation. If you really want that, the problem with Shark Tank, among other things, is they teach you what worked back in the 1950s. They say, well, if you build a better mousetrap, essentially, the world will beat a path to your door, dear user. It's total shit. This law, I'm going to explain the thing to you, and you probably figured it out if you're familiar with logs. This log does have a USP, unique selling point. It does have a differentiator. Those things, a competitive advantage per se, that would be you. Your fucking lock and this coffee, for example. Like you're going to Starbucks and you'll be like, yo, did somebody say fuck Donald's? And then I'll be like, yo, I used to live in Seattle. This is true. Like, I got a playlist on my Zaidi Boy goddamn uh, YouTube channel. I'm looking for the Maple Leaf. I guess they got rid of that. Like, this is the Americanization of this fucking place. It's owned by Burger King. I'm pretending that I'm a Tim's guy because I'm in here, but I'm not a Tim's guy, right? I'm a me guy, and you're a you person too. They took off the Maple Leaf. Nice move, Burger King. This is so fucked. This pisses me off. It's the same thing like with this poppy, right? And Maple Leaf is on the it's on the goddamn platform of the subway next to COVID insignia. So back in the early days, people are like, "Well, it's reptiles, it's Martians, it's like this and that." There's bodies in fucking suitcases in New York in containers. Guys, there's a virus. This is facts. Guys, it's killing everyone over 80. Fucking facts. It's still happening right now. People are suffocating to death for 2 to 3 weeks. I beg you to take this thing seriously. My wife, Hudi, Bogotana, no, pero Bucaramangana, this little bitch in fucking Bogota, she's having the time of her life, and now I'm swearing at her on YouTube. Like, she's gonna be pissed off, but I've reached the end of it. Like, yo, I'm doing everything I can for this lady. Like, sending your goddamn wife like money and paying her bills. This is a starting point, right, dear user? Anyway, I'm rambling. So she's mad at me. The rest of this stuff is total shit. Guys, as far as I'm concerned, happy wife, happy life. Okay? It's something Indians say. It's something I heard from one of these guys in Amman, right? The guy's like, well, you guys hero worship me more or less. And he is on his way to getting a private jet. He lives on a golf course. This kind of fucking bullshit. Like, there's a couple of these guys, like Indians. They come under a guy called Kanti Dala, like a millionaire, right? In this multi-level marketing thing, the mother of all multi-level marketing businesses. It's real. It's real fucking shit. Like, they're millionaires, and there's lots of them. More than any other organization apart from Microsoft. Amway. So fuck you guys. Like, I mean, I'm the guy who'll say the products are great, and the people, like, you never met people like this in your fucking life. Like, they're crazy fucking people. Like the kind of people you meet on the street, out of their goddamn mind. But they're all multimillionaires. Out of their fucking mind. They're insane. Like, you think I'm insane? Like Kumar from in Amway, he's got a goddamn tape that says you got to be crazy to build this business, and he's like, finish it off. He's insane. He's literally insane. Like, you think I'm insane? These people think I'm insane because I'm sitting here rambling. He is insane. I'm the guy who thinks he's insane, and that's how that works. So now, path with heart. Okay, so follow your heart, right? They say follow your heart, this kind of thing. I'm writing about this, so I want to talk about it, right? So write stuff down, guys. What you speak happens. I just want to go back to this real quick. I learned this in Amway, like the three powers: the power of the spoken word, the power of unity, and the power of submission. Like, I'm a Muslim, that's right up my alley. Submission, that's what it is. Like, Islam is taslim. It's to submit. Like, it's like Avril Lavigne, like go, like what is it? Let go. It's like Buddhism, equanimity. It's like whatever you think is going on, just forget about that thing. That's called the way. Like, whatever you like, all these people think I'm insane. Like, whatever. Like, they're wrong. I think they're incompetent and dangerous. And anyway, I'm rambling as usual. Guys, I wanted to show you that what you write down becomes true. I've got a list in here of, well, I mean, I'll just tell you, like, I've got to write stuff down every day. Open this fucking thing up, just like you're in fifth grade. Like, do what you tell your kids to do. If you did that, you'd be successful. That's like fucking facts right there. Write down the date. Write down your to do for today, and then random shit that's in your head, right? Whole laundry list. Like, this girl's bugging you, that guy's bugging you, your boss and his socks, or that fucking smell, and the air ducts in that place, or some shit. Whatever's going on, right? I need to get out there and have a smoke. I don't know if I should take you with me. I probably should right here. I polluted the environs in here severely. Anyway, this law. You can grab something like this from Dollarama. You get your listen. You don't even have to buy the thing. The more I think about this thing, you can make a lot of money without spending any money. That's like, I mean, I don't know how to explain this. You can publish, you can make movies, you can find a girlfriend, you can order food, you can get a place to stay, you can buy a fucking car, like this thing, this Tesla spaceship. It's a spaceship. It's space proof. It's fucking space proof. It's space proof, guys. You're looking at me. I can feel like the eyeballs coming in through the ether. Yo, Elon, and the guy's like, yeah, Mr. Musk, right? I'll tell you about this log in just a second. Yo, Elon, we've got some leftover space material. This is what they say to this guy. This is all facts. I conjectured this in my head. Elon Musk has just spent 100 million bucks from PayPal, which used to be X.com. He has sent up that last rocket. It's like the fourth rocket. He's like, nobody believes in this guy anymore. He's like losing his mind. It's like 2012. He's like curled up into a fetal position for like 12 to 72 hours. He's eating. He's basically, this is what he calls this thing: chewing glass while staring into the abyss. Chewing glass while staring into the abyss. So Friedrich Nietzsche said, if you stare into the abyss long enough, the abyss stares back into you. That's frightfully fucking frightening. And it's the kind of line that philosophers and professors of like psychology and neuroscientists and people like that do shit, not just random guys like having their Tims and talking crap, right? Guys, Friedrich Nietzsche was the man. And he talks about the abyss. I mean, that whole fucking thing is like, you might have heard me talk about it in another video. But I mean, the first sentence is, when chasing monsters, take care lest you become a monster. Then the second sentence is, and if you stare into the abyss long enough, the abyss stares back into you. This is, I'll tell you what my take on it is. It's going to compel you. I know it. Abyss is you, monsters are others. You become your boss. You start this job and you're like, this fucking guy. Like, I mean, it's not even like that. It's like, I'll tell you my experience. Like, you start in the corporate world and everyone's driving a Beamer and everyone has a shark skin suit or some fucking goddamn crap. But then it's like, you understand behind the scenes, everyone's like, you got to get the guy drunk. You got to get the guy high. You got to get the guy fucking laid. You got to get the, sorry about the swearing. You got to take the guy to take him to the shark club. You got to take him out on a yacht, right? That's how you get deals, right? That's how you sell shit, guys. Like showing up and showing him your fucking presentation or whatever the fuck you think is going on. Like, as a software sales guy, I expect to see my competitors signed into the ledger at like a place I'm visiting while I'm waiting for my team. And you got to do this thing like army, like in the army, like you crush this fucking thing, guys. Like crush the deal. Like, so that's literally a. I'm going into the sun. The lighting here is shit, dear user. Not to mention the vibes. Yo, hotties, wait for you to come on, wave. Hey, I'm married. I just wanted to wave. I just wanted to wave. Guys, there's better light out here, but it's total shit because I've got to sit on the grass and look like a complete fucking moron. All right, you got to listen to this though. First of all, Elon. Yo, Elon, I'm gonna tell you about this log. Trust me, I'm coming to that. Yo, Elon. Yo, Mr. Musk. I'm ruining my pants on account of this shit, dear user. Yo, Mr. Musk, there's some leftover. The guy's like, there's some leftover space shit. I didn't even bring anything to smoke. Fuckers. I'm going back in. I'm not like coming out here and like ruining my pants over some stupid nonsense, dear user. And I'll leave my log here. And the coffee, right? And that will pull me back here. To this place, right? Because I do need a smoke, right? So Mr. Musk has just spent 100 million bucks sending up a rocket, right? A fucking rocket. X.com, he started. He started a company called X.com, right? So X.com became PayPal. One of these guys at PayPal went off and started making movies. For example, the movie Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow. So there's a guy like who was involved at PayPal, and he made this movie, right? Dear user, Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow. It stars Jude Law. It's a great movie. I've talked about it recently, I think, in one of these videos. Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow was made by one of these guys, produced by one of these guys from PayPal. Elon Musk was one of these guys from PayPal, and you know what he did? He went off and started SpaceX. Now, he had $100 to $150 million that he cashed out with from PayPal. So this guy, I mean, he's one of those people you call a serial entrepreneur. Like I'm a similar guy, although I'm a serial fucking failure. I am proud of this fucking thing at this point in my life. I've done so much shit. Like I've sold. I was trying to tell you how to sell on Amazon and eBay, dear user, and I've done it. And you might say I failed at it because I'm not making 40 grand a month and blah blah blah. And I'm trying to convince you to see this lock. The cool thing about it is it doesn't have numbers. Like I'm not going to give you the combination for my lock because my bike's over there, and I get some strange like shit happening sometimes. Like somebody literally will have seen me online and then start fucking with me offline. This lock is one of those few things that actually has a unique selling point. It has a differentiator. It has some fucking thing that other locks do not have, which is very cool. Other locks, like the Master Lock, which everyone thinks is a kick ass brand, and they're the gorilla in that market, they get their fucking face eaten by this thing called Word Lock. I've never heard of this thing, but it wins. It's got numbers and it's got very basic words supposedly. Like they'll say your word is TAT. Like my word is three letters and you can't forget it. As and by the way, it gets better of course because there's 26 letters and only 10 fucking digits, like numbers. So they get like the math works just fine. It's secure. Like and that's what they say. I mean it's beautiful. The packaging is beautiful. So guys, you could buy something like this. The thing will just pop out at you. You can sell it for like $9, $8 or whatever. Like this is this kind of thing. Now you'd be like, oh, how much money can I make? Like if you can make $2 a lock, if you can make 57 cents a lock, if you can make 13 fucking cents a lock after paying your taxes and the service charge and the shipping, that's called you fucking win. Online, you see, this is the thing. You got to stop thinking that. Here's what you got to think. Spending money is shit. Making money is cool. Again, spending money is shit. You buy a car, this is called total shit. Yeah, unless it's like paid off and it's like a utilitarian car. And like the problem is, you spend like 10 grand to 20 to 50 grand for shit that is just like you don't really need it. The car is nice and it's like, oh no, but I really want the car. But if you look deep down inside yourself, user, 80% of the time, you're just a fucking tool. And you're trying to appease your own ego and the ego of others, and it's all shit. Anyway, this lock, you grab shit from Dollarama, you take nice pictures or grab a picture from online. The picture needs to pop out at you. This lock needs to pop out at you. There has to be that ping, right? And that's what you're trying to transfer to your user as a marketer, right? You're trying to transfer that to your audience. That ping, right? So these shades. Right, like they're only $1.25 from Dollarama. This had everything. I live by Dollarama, whatever. Not the shirt, of course. Short is like Walmart, I guess. Give me a sec, dear user. Tell me what you think. Like, shoot me a question. Don't just watch this long and be like, fuck, this guy really is insane. It's interesting, right? I mean, I'll tell you again, like, I really believe that, just like with many other things, dear user, it's not just a case of, well, it's like this. What people say, often the case, the opposite is the truth. Something like that. Well, how about this? Truth is not different than what it appears. Oftentimes, it's the opposite of what appears. That's kind of like the starting point. My self-styled law of opposites. This thing, it's something like this. The harder you try and do something, the more you fuck it up. The more you want something, the more that thing evades you, like it runs away from you. This is all facts. You'd be like, no, this and that. I don't give a fuck. This is all facts. If you try and please some girl, you're gonna piss her off. This kind of thing. If you try and court her like some knight in white armor, like it's like a known fact that girls is a fact. I know why. I'm not gonna get into this right now, but girls are into assholes. That nice guys do finish last. Of course they finish last. They finish in the fucking ground like Gandhi, or on a cross like Christ. If that's what that case is, guys. Elon Musk spent 150 million bucks. Okay, it was rocket number fucking 4. Like the innovation with Blue Origin Jeff Bezos' space company, and then this thing, Elon Musk's company, SpaceX, the leftover material of which he used to build Tesla was the starting point of that fucking thing. Guys, it's like Mr. Musk, yeah? Sir, we have some leftover space material. We got this thing from NASA, this invoice or some fucking thing they sent us. What is it? Well, congratulations that we're gonna get that fourth rocket up or whatever the fuck. Now, the just on that side note, guys, the innovation with Blue Origin and this guy, Elon Musk and SpaceX, the rocket goes up and it comes back down and lands and it's reusable, and that saves like an order of magnitude of 10 to 100 times the cost. It's an impossible fucking thing. I'll just add that as well. Let me just throw that in there. Like for a regular guy to start to build a car, this is impossible. For a regular guy to start a car company, this is like beyond impossible. For a regular guy to start a car company that succeeds, this is like insane, fucking insane. Like, and based on electric cars, no fucking chance. Yo, this goddamn guy unseated Detroit. Yo, nowadays everybody want to make like they got something to say. Nothing comes out when they move their lips because the MFs are doped up, smacked down, and they forgot about Bray. So that's Detroit, right? This guy, when you say it's not rocket science, you don't mean Mr. Musk. This guy is something else, right? So you don't do these things. So he started this company, and that's like after SpaceX. That's after Solar City. Like the guy is a phenom times 1,000. Like I don't mind telling you, it's obvious, right? It's covidious that I hero worship this guy, right? Mr. Musk, yeah, we got some leftover space material. What? Yeah, well, like we bought this and that, and you guys had that deal for the stuff from NASA, and so we got basically space shit, like stuff that you build rockets with. And part of the deal is we get leftover all this stuff, like a bunch of it. What the fuck are we gonna do with it? Like I know you want to do something with this stuff, because you don't waste any fucking thing, right? Right, Detroit, right? He's like, yo, he comes back and he's like, we're gonna build cars. Now, this is all conjecture, but it's based on fact, okay? Because Elon Musk in an interview will say the following. He'll say, they asked me, what do you know about cars? And then he laughs. He'll be like, ha, ha, ha. He'll be like, yo, we know they have wheels. This was his answer. What do you know about cars? We know they had wheel. We know. So he used leftover spaceship material from SpaceX to build this fucking thing. Like these goddamn cars. Guys, it gets like that's like nothing. Like that's like a starting point. Like I feel like Quentin Tarantino sometimes. Mm, at least right now, or maybe not. Like I hear worship Tarantino too, guys. Of course. Why would you not, right? Beautiful day. I'm gonna finish off. I gotta freaking get some work done. I was saying that I try to get done by 12. You only need 2 to 4 hours of work in a day. Like you're building someone a website, you're selling something on Amazon, you're going to Dollarama, you're getting something like these glasses. I used to telemarket and we used to sell shades like this for 19 bucks, 24 bucks, 95 cents, this kind of thing in cases and cartons, right? So get outside, it's beautiful. Don't let the summer pass. And then you're like, fuck, I didn't get any fresh air because you're going to get older, guys. And one thing I've realized is you got to experience life. You got to stay healthy, right? That's one thing everyone can win in, right? So if you like they're not where you want to be in job or the wife or some fucking thing, yeah, at least you can like get out of your damn house every day. SOOYH. Stay out of your house. If you're a guy, girls, I don't know. Girls, you do what you like. I mean, this is what that is, right? I learned that in Canada. So now you go to Dollarama, you take a nice picture of something, okay? You open an eBay or an Amazon seller's account, okay? It takes 20 minutes. Like, I'm telling you, and I say this in practically every video nowadays, and people here listening, I'm sure, like, they think I'm showing off the usual fucking crap. Like this guy doing his, like, beautiful Chinese meditation. I hope I'm not interrupting you, right? Guys, you go to Dollarama, you get a log or anything that bounces out at you. Like I've got like a stack literally of some of them are wrapped like vintage in my mind, classic comic books like Justice League and Superman and Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn. I, I started talking about them in these videos, then I got hooked on them, and you'll end up with a bunch of cool shit. Don't you don't have to start your own store, right? This is the beauty of it. You don't have to, guys. You don't have to open your own Shopify e-commerce store, okay, or an e-commerce store. The beauty of Amazon and eBay is that they have millions of customers and they have a platform and they have every fucking thing. You don't need nothing. If you're savvy, you get a brand. You get a nice logo from Fiverr.com with two R's. And like, if you want to sell locks, then you call yourself lock person. I mean, these are things you pick up along the way. I'm trying to get your goddamn interest, uh, like whet your appetite, like pique your interest, right? So it's like you go to Dollarama, you open up a seller's account on eBay, you open one up on Amazon. They're gonna ask you for your passport or some kind of identification or some shit. Guys, then you take a really nice picture and create a listing similar to listings that are on there. You're gonna get emails. Then you'll sell shit. If you keep doing this stuff, you'll start selling shit. You'll get an email the next day. I mean, this is what I was saying. And just to wrap it up, I like to start my day with a jog and a run and praying and different things like this, right? And this takes 2 to 4 hours, like sometimes, like if, on a given day, like if I really need it, right? Like once you really get into it, you really need it. You wake up and you feel like your body's in pain, and the only solution is to actually just to huff it, guys. You'll get an email saying you'll get an email from eBay. The email will say, "Well, congratulations, your order. You've sold this thing. Your order needs to be shipped." That's when your fucking nightmare begins. It may be for you, it may not be. People want their shit. They're waiting. They're gonna start emailing you. What about colors? What about refunds? What about this shit, that shit? Worse than those little limp biscuit bastards in Moby. You don't even know me, so blow me, you 40-year-old washed up bag. Show me. It's too late, so let go. You're too old. It's disco. Yo! Nobody listens to techno, pendejo. So now you can make money online. You'll get an email, and you'll need to deal with this. If you go to pricematrix.com, you don't even need to go to Dollarama. You don't even need to do shit. This fucking software will go to Amazon and eBay, and it will cross list for you. I've been trying to figure out the right word to use. If there's a lawn chair on Amazon that's selling for 14.95 and it's selling for 24.95 at eBay, this fucking thing, if as long as you can pay the tax, the shipping and the service charge, and there's a profit, this thing will ship that will list it will create an identical listing on eBay similar to the one on Amazon for you, and you've got seller accounts on both of them. It's fucking insane, guys. I swear to you, I don't swear because I don't lie to begin with, but I wake up and there's emails saying, "Hey, you've sold like a Sherlock Holmes game." Hey, and then it started like selling snipers, rifles, or like not rifles, but like the fucking scope. And then it's selling bullets, and it's like this is interstate fucking. What is this bullshit? It's like it's pretty fucking stupid. It's like that guy on Cheech and Chong, right? The guy sells a bong online, and now he's doing federal time. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. Call your mom. Hit like, hit subscribe. I don't care about subscribe. Hit like or unlike, or send me a comment. Send me a comment if you find any of this interesting, and tell me what you want me to talk about. Okay? My original channel is obviously youtube.com/forward slash Zaidiboy, Zaidiboy. Facebook.com/slash Zaidiboy. Okay, you can just Google Zaidiboy, right? And so that's me, like the top half of that fucking page. My LinkedIn is on there, my Twitter's on there. YouTube, like my previous YouTube channel, my main channel, like youtube.com Zaidi Zaidi boy. This thing has hundreds of videos, hundreds of videos, right? So if anything of what I've said is interesting, you can go to that channel and then search within the channel. This is a little tip. When you go to YouTube and you get into like Alex Becker, or you get into like Jeff Bezos, or you get into something and you go to someone's channel, you can search within their channel. If you like Gary Vaynerchuk and you want to hear him talk about gratitude or empathy, you go to his channel, you can search within there. Anyway, guys, go do something good, and I'll see you later. Thank you. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada.